Whilst we're here, do you guys watch Red Table Talk?
I don't watch it. I don't. I know what it is. Seen clips in that, but I don't indulge in that. I can't listen to other people talk too much.
Will Smith's wife's on there, innit?
Okay, cool.
Bro, respect her, innit? Jada Pinkett Smith, bro.
Tupac's ex.
Yeah, for real, bro. That's what we got to refer to as.
No. As of now, we have to do that right now.
Tupac's ex.
Bro, the reason I'm saying the clip, like, we've spoken about them. There's been some good ones sometimes. Like when it's like with Jada, her mum, Willow, and Will. When it's just a family dynamic, I think it's all right, innit?
I want to see that shit.
But when Van's not on it, but when they get into like having guests on or become like the authority on a topic, it gets a bit fugazi. And I'm saying this because they had Snoop Dogg on there, innit?
Oh, did you see?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Did you see his face though, Uncle Snoop? Man, did you see his face? He was like.
He looked like he was right. He had the Jordan crying face.
He was so hurt that she was disappointed. I was like, lift your head up, man.
I like.
What's all this?
Come on, chin up, man.
It's supposed to be gang, fam.
Okay, so we were speaking last week about was it last week or the week before?
Nah, the week before.
About the whole
Gayle
King thing.
Interview
Where she's with Lisa Leslie and she was kind of probing too much about the Kobe Bryant thing, and I felt like she was leading the questions a bit too much in it. So Snoop was like, he had something to say on social media. And
visibly angry.
Visibly angry, innit? And he went in a bit too much, innit? Even though I understand the sentiment because he was angry. It was funny.
Should I call her one?
Can I call her one?
So
bitch.
By the end, fucking bitch.
Punk bitch motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he angry.
But it wasn't even that. He's like, we gonna come get you. I was like, Snoop.
Whilst he had the headscarf on.
Yeah, the juxtaposition was just mad, innit? So he's gone on to do Red Table Talk, and I was like, they set Snoop up. Why'd you go and do that? I was like, yo. The way Jada positioned that, like, as a black woman,
it wasn't that deep. I'm so sorry.
I felt like you were
serious.
talking to me, and I was like, no, he was not.
Why
are you talking about you, bro?
I will never diss you. Come on, what's going on, bro?
Is that what he said?
In my head, that's what Snoop would say. Remember Snoop?
Bro.
Snoop and Tupac were boys, no? Exactly.
Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Bro, they had Snoop, in a suit. And I'm like...
Was he wearing a turtleneck?
He was wearing a turtleneck, yeah. And
anytime it's something dressed up hood niggas turtleneck.
That's the number one go-to, innit?
Yeah.
That's the clean-up.
Yeah.
But I find it weird, like... I find these talk shows weird and stuff, because I feel like instead of people... Just so when like people will look up to these like I get it, you get inspiration from people and you admire certain things that people do, but I just feel like any celebrity period regardless, I feel like to revere any celebrity is strange because we have such limited knowledge about what they do. Like we see such a small amount, but it's presented to us in a way that makes us think they're really letting us in and they're hella open and we know everything, and we proper don't know nothing. And it's like, admire people for their triumphs and what they do, and you can find inspiration, but like people are so disappointed in Jada because they had these crazy expectations. Why do you have those
so
expectations in the first
as
place?
A viewership, listenership.
Yeah, man. Because the reason why she felt comfortable to sit there and talk to a big man like that, it's because people make them inflate them to a point where they feel like they have the authority to do that.
Or the other side was she got sent on a mission. She got told to ride out and mash her works by Oprah. Because apparently, I see the Instagram post where she's bigging up Oprah and saying basically, I hope I'm quoting correctly, Red Table Talk would never have been a thing without Oprah. And now she was on there to correct Snoop Dogg, and Gayle King is Oprah's bestie. So Oprah said, listen, I need you to take this burner.
She's OG there.
Gun compartment.
And mash works.
And mash works. And Jada mash works, isn't it? Snoop was crying. He was crying, bruv. Not Uncle Snoop.
Wait, what?
I don't think he was crying. The whole thing, but he had
eye water. You know when man's glasses are getting foggy. And
the whole thing was uncomfortable to watch.
He had like, you know the Michael Jordan crying meme face.
Not Snoop, man.
Red eyes and everything.
No. Honestly, it was uncomfortable. I just watched the clip and it made me feel bad.
It's actually was sent off her nephew. That's what it was.
But he's Uncle Snoop. He can't be nephew.
This why it was bad here, because she wasn't bad enough. Like, I was disappointed. You know, your mum went back in there like, I'd rather you just beat me, cuss me out, or wait for your dad. I'm disappointed. What can I say back to that? The first time mum said to me she's disappointed, brother, I didn't eat. I didn't eat that evening. I couldn't eat. You're disappointing me.
Man went into bed crying to his pillow, you know. Bruv.
So they banded up Snoop basically.
Yeah, man. Like,
imagine having like you, and then your mum there as well, just like looking down.
I
find the whole thing strange.
Yeah.
That's Snoop, bro. He's like one of the people that tells people off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't even know why he agreed to do it.
I think he maybe thought it would be a good idea to kill him because, like, you don't want to be perceived as the man that's bashing black women online.
No, but the thing is that he already apologized, didn't it?
Yeah.
He
So
didn't,
I'm
but
like-
he didn't bash back. He literally said, "Fuck you, girl."
Yeah, like it was
Fuck you,
literally
bitch.
directed. It was
It
like
was very direct.
He
There was
also
no-
and the caller one.
Yeah. So it was like a collective thing. Like he was like, "Yo, she's bugging
No,
out."
let's
I know
talk about that.
everyone feels
He
the
asked
same
permission.
way.
He asked.
permission, bro. He was like,
Can I call her one?
then he went off.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, bitch, dog-headed bitch,
Yeah, no, the only, like,
pump bitch, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
no, he was angry, but it was the hashtag free Bill Cosby. It's like, yo, keep Bill and watch it at it. Bro, have you seen Harvey Weinstein? Bro, on the way
Man
to the
got-
trial,
man-
Donnie's got a walker, yeah?
Zimmer frame, bro.
When it's time to...
when?
He's been
Has he
convicted.
been?
They marched him out. Donnie was walking like
Yeah, this is what I'm
like
saying.
Ned Flanders was
Yeah,
walking.
so as soon as like he got arrested, all of a sudden he had health issues. He couldn't walk no more, so he has a Zimmer frame to help him come into court and that. And then obviously
I would've kept it
he's
from-
been convicted. He was convicted yesterday, so he's just waiting for his sentencing. So during that period, they're sending him to Rikers Island, innit? Yeah, go to the island. He started complaining about chest pain, so he's been in hospital
I'm
since.
in severe pain. But if
You
I
don't want
was
to go
a
on the
judge-
island, bro.
Bro, if I was a judge and I see him with a walker and as soon as I say guilty, oh yeah, Ayomide, just rise, be rising, bro. What do you mean you can't walk, bro? Come on, man was trying to make like I'm frail now to start feeling sorry for him. I was like, bro, you've been walking in between all of this, yeah? Nah, don't try it,
Bro,
man.
they actually convicted him.
Yeah. So he faces up to like 29 years, I believe.
Yeah, he's done, it's finished, bro. It's over. Grand opening, grand closing.
So yeah, I
And the women have been spamming us online saying,
And
black men need to shut up now.
Do you know how
They've posted
compelling?
Harvey.
Do you know how compelling the evidence has to be for it to be like held up after all these years? Because obviously,
especially someone that's so
rape
powerful
can
in
be very
Hollywood.
precarious as well. Because like, do you know what I mean?
there's time,
For
there's
it to
not
hold
time.
up like this after all these years, you know, he was doing a.
He was doing
He
fuckery.
running right,
Fuckery.
innit?
He was probably the
For
Donny
real.
that was tampering with Terry Crews.
I don't know how we got here, but
The silence was so everyone just looked at each other like.
no, do you know why? No, because Sosa looked at me
You
like,
said he done a madness, innit? So
Yeah,
he must have
yeah,
done
yeah.
a madness.
Alright. That's my man's, isn't it? I'm riding with you, man, innit, you know. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Wine-
innit, you
You
know?
know, part of me thought he wasn't getting convicted. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought that I was like, bruv, he's
I haven't been following it closely, but
But this
Yeah,
might be the
I-
day of
I
reckoning.
on
Like,
it,
if someone like
but
that can get convicted, maybe it's like a small step in the right direction. Like, no matter how big and powerful you are, we're gonna catch
it's
you.
a long time coming, man.
But the thing is that like when you gather up so much evidence, because this isn't just like a case over the past couple of years. This is spanning like a big part of his entire career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but men
he's
like
been
that think they're
powerful.
infallible. That's why. So they'll do it again and again and
Yeah,
again
so
and
like
every time
again
they're
and
not
again.
caught,
Yeah, so
It is
you're thinking
reinforces
about how
that
long
idea.
he's been powerful for. Like he's been on since the 90s. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like cool. You get to a certain place, you're silencing people, and then it gets to like obviously some people will say that the Me Too movement were very integral in this entire
I believe
case.
so.
because
It's a lot of things.
it's-
It's a culmination of a lot of things: movements, social media, news spreads. You don't
Yeah.
need to. You don't really need to be anything. If you say something shocking enough, it will travel the world. Like so, boy.
If you position it correct, remember I don't know what the publication was, a newspaper where they had like 50 of Bill Cosby's accusers.
Yeah.
Like if there was any doubt, that was like, you know what?
Do you know what's
Third
mad?
from left,
50
he did that
accusers,
one.
people said
He
they're
did the
all
middle
lying.
one.
All 50 of these
all
women
50 are
conspiring
lying,
against
you
Bill
know.
Cosby. I
That's
said,
mad.
Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? Even if he didn't do 10 of them, 40 is enough, bro.
Yeah, trust.
There might be one
Bro.
between they're lying or they got the dates mixed up and that, but
What was he doing? Sprinkling Quaaludes in their drink?
yeah, apparently it was, yeah. And he
Yeah.
said that was like the
I'm hearing the Quaaludes were popping back then.
look at you lot. Look,
time,
we were just talking about young ads. Them man are like all designer drugs.
The cosign from Sosa was so swift. That bro, like
I'ma need me two of them things. 2 times.
Quaaludes. I didn't even know what they were until I watched Wolf of Wall Street.
Do you guys remember the first time you was offered drugs when you?
Huh?
So,
Wait,
are you not crazy? So you've never been offered drugs before ever?
Oh, he said offered.
Yeah.
I was like, I
What did you think I said?
thought he said the first time you're off drugs.
Oh, sorry. I speak quite quickly. Yeah. This can be weed as well. Like we'll start off slow and we'll get to all the proper stuff in it. All the real
I
stuff.
remember there was like this campaign when I was a kid in regards to ecstasy. There was like this big case
But they offered it to you then.
No.
No.
So obviously, like, no. So obviously, like, I think the police came into our schools and started talking to us about drugs and like, because they were like, it's part of like how certain man will groom kids as well. So like, you've got stuff like LSD that looks like a sweet.
Okay.
So they'll be like, oh yeah, just beware of this. And like,
Right,
if someone offers you,
I understand.
if a random just offers you a sweet, as a kid, you're thinking, oh yeah, it's a sweet, but
I was like, where was original?
it was crazy because like there was this girl that took ecstasy that one time, and she just died in it.
Was
And
it
it
a girl
was
in the
like
nightclub?
Yeah, it was a girl in the
From one
nightclub.
that's about the Essex boys and that. Is that the one? Yeah.
They do like a play for you, like a play in your school or something.
Like a
Nah.
roleplay. That's a bit peak. I don't know.
How's the
No,
play?
give it
How's
to
the
the
play
In
gonna
your
pan out?
Primary school.
So what? Someone spazzing out in the corner?
Yeah, they did it, and then the girl died. And they did it, like they acted it.
Were they really spazzing though? Was the acting on point?
They were acting, innit?
Was the acting on point? Can you remember if the
Can you see what he's focused on? Not the actual campaign. He's like, how authentic was the role play? Was she in character?
was she foaming out the mouth?
I said, I need 2 more shakes. Bro, relax, bro. What's wrong with you, bro?
My school actually had to record a single towards that campaign. It was like a say no to
What, the
drugs,
kids?
like
Can you have to ask the right questions?
yeah, say no to drugs. It was like kids, like say no to drugs, basically.
Was it popping though? Would you
What,
like?
the-
Would you?
what, the
Would
rhythm?
you stream it now? Would you like decent or?
Just put young ads on it, innit? It might stream still.
If you listen, if wherever you want to go with it, just let me know, innit? Yeah? Don't leave me down no dark alley, bro.
Nah, I'm joking. Bro.
So they had this campaign and what then?
Man.
Did someone after that did? That
It
was
just
you?
gave me a bit more insight
Yeah.
on certain things because like there was like a chart of like
What is what?
what is what. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like before I even cared about what drugs were. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I guess it gave me a bit of insight just in case like someone was to offer me something. Like I was always taught anyways, like my mum even hated me saying yes to relatives, like when you
When they
go
offer
over
you
to their
food.
house. Yeah, when they offer you food.
They're gonna think we don't feed you.
No. I'm like,
My belly's rumbling.
rah.
It's really weird. My mum never said to me, say no. I just knew
That look.
I had to say no. Like, it was never a conversation. Don't go around eating people's house like I don't feed you.
My mom said that to me, so.
But it was
H was out here.
but the thing is that you saying yes, yeah, it doesn't mean that you're not being fed at home.
No,
So
no,
I
it does,
never
it does.
understood that.
No.
I never understood
No,
that
Vans,
logic.
Vans. You know what it is? For once, I understand their mad logic, bruv. Because the talk would be, their fucking kids always here eating our food 3 times a week. These times you want to go and play with your brethren, innit? You know, like, it's your cousin. I'm going to play with my cousin. And obviously, she has to do the responsible thing of offer you food, innit? These times, auntie ain't really got enough rice in the fridge, like, really. But if she doesn't offer you, it's peak, innit?
No, that's stush, man. My
Yeah.
mum loves to feed people, innit?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like when you
Yeah, so
come
does
in, like
mine.
you
Yeah.
eat. It's like eat, man.
So does
They're
my
like
mum.
nah, like bare shook and that. Eat, bruv.
You know what? No, do you know what we almost that when you was at someone's house and you was hungry, but you didn't want to ask for food, so you tell your friend to ask.
Yeah,
You tell your friend
ask
to
your mum,
for
ask your
food.
mum.
Yeah, ask your
Belly's
mum.
all hungry, like
Yeah,
belly's
like,
all
they're
rumbling
hungry.
and that, and you're like, I was like, man, I'm starving, you know.
Like, I've been here since 3, it's 6, man.
Yeah, that age, usually eat like 4 or 5 times a day. So, like, 3 hours in between meals. I could die. But I need to eat, bruv. Yeah, no, that was... And it's funny as well because I don't... Like, my mom's kind of similar to Vans's where, like, she was on that whole, like, don't eat at people's house. But if you come to her house,
Yeah,
you have to
she's
eat
gonna
her
feed
food.
you, yeah.
It's like, the hypocrisy.
My house is like playground, after school club. Everyone was at my house.
Oh, yeah. That's the one place I felt comfortable. I would even ask, Auntie, what? There's rice, yeah? I'm in the kitchen just pouring out my thing, innit? So, you lot, did you lot, any of you lot get offered drugs when you was young? I know.
Not when I was younger.
When I was younger, no. No.
Not when I was younger.
Some H looking like I just got offered drugs on the way here.
Do people like offer drugs like that now? Like,
It can be
I
as
feel
small as I remember,
feel
like-
I feel like people cling on to their drugs, like.
Hey, now the man to myself is like, listen, I can't pass this, you know. But when I was young, I remember someone playing the sugar and me like, oh, this is weed, not knowing it was a cigarette. So I'm like
You're a fucking madman.
smoking the cigarette, thinking, when's it gonna kick in? Obviously later, like when we got older and that, they're like, nah, we was just bantering that. Was it even? Huh? No, fuck off. I was like, I think I was like 13, 14, innit? Because I was similar where it's like, household, don't do this, don't do that. Like, I was all scared, innit? But then you start playing outside a bit too much or mum and dad start working super late. So now it's not even like you was even allowed out. You're just out. Because I can come home later, they're still not back. Come in one time, I tried to come home on time. I was like, what? No one's in. I'm going back out. So you're outside now, and then you start hanging around the older lot, and then you start seeing what they're doing, and then you ask the wrong person the right question in their eyes, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, no, I'll try something. So yeah, it was that, and then I remember getting offered weed a couple of years later and just wasn't being on it. Like, if I'm going to do anything, I've got to do it off my own accord, innit? Like, I've got to go and buy the drugs. Don't offer me nothing, bruv. I've got to do it off my own back.
Yeah.
But then there's the house rave era. That was the time where my like, willpower was the strongest. I was the only one in the crew.
Not on the molly.
No. But it was an
Like the
expensive
Mali,
crew
yeah, I'm
because I was the
sweating.
only one drinking. So like, I'm at the bar getting smashed. But this ain't the
And
environment
these
to
man
be
are flying.
Bro, man are like this. Bro, this era of like Carl Cox, like big super clubs in Ibiza and that. And man, I'm paying like £22 a drink, bruv.
Huh?
No, Ibiza, no
our
joke.
beef is stupid.
Yeah.
Or while the rest of the man them are like Terry Crews and White Chicks. Or the glow sticks and that.
No, it was really like that, innit? So that was time period. Like after maybe like the 4th or 5th time, someone often like, just leave Fols alone, bruv.
Yeah, he's not on
Yeah,
it. He's not on it, okay?
Just leave him alone in that.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I knew what weed was. Like, my dad's always been smoking, so, do you know what I'm saying? It never, like,
Yeah, I think that's
stepping
what,
out the
I
house.
think that's what it is. Like it was
never,
new to
like,
me.
appealed to me, like, oh my gosh, like, this new sensation or whatever. But, yeah, to some, they got caught early and did a madness to them because obviously the type of weed that they were smoking. Yeah, I seen a lot of after effects, certain man, unfortunately. So
Yeah, that whole what was this? Was it skunk?
Yeah,
Skunk era.
man.
I know a guy that smoked weed, and he was like tripping out. It literally hasn't been the same since. It's been like mentally, like he hasn't been the same since. Proper different guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you see it, man. It's not even like it's a common thing in certain environments. Do you know what I'm saying? There'll always be at least one that it affects in a different way. And yeah, sad to see, man. Like you fully just see it happening, and then from my experience, the man them would still have them around, innit? But they'll be bantering my man when he's like literally losing his mind, like, and it's like Donny needs help, innit? But who's gonna really say it to them, man, that Donny needs help until something drastic happens? And
But I think that time, like, when I don't think we're as aware as we are now. There's man that, like, when I think about it now, oh, my man's crazy, you know, almost like a bad boy tip. No, Donny was really a loose cannon, not there, innit? But it's a similar thing, like, the way we deal with it is to make jokes and make light of it. That's the only way you kind of know how, then rather than, like, putting your arm around him or who. That when you was younger, like, under 18, what did you know about saying therapy or, like, you didn't know nothing about that. If anything, it might have been, like, trying to take Donny to the church. But if them prayers, they might not work on certain man. You know?
might. Yeah, they weren't working at all, man.
So, but on to some other stuff. I know it was
Got a bit morbid there.
no. It's just the truth, don't it? You know, we can segue out of it, and I'll crack a joke in about 30 seconds. What, man?